Hello and welcome to the second episode of my series of Angry Rants. I grew up with the PlayStation 2 and I did have a lot of PlayStation 1 games to play also next to my PlayStation 2 library. As I said before, I grew up and loved Sly Cooper, Crash Bandicoot, and Spyro the Dragon. Most of you would probably think I like all their games, right? Oh, and a little spoiler warning for now. No, I don't in fact like all the newest installments. They actually make me want to throw my PlayStation off of a building. In the next few videos of the Angry Rant, I'm going to say my thoughts about Crash Bandicoot and Spyro's recent installments. First, Spyro. I'm going to do this by generation. For example, Spyro and Crash have 3 generations each. Okay, Spyro is this little guy in a PlayStation exclusive series surrounded by platforming and combat. First, let's go over the first generation, the PlayStation 1 trilogy. These games have a simple formula that improves every time. Spyro the Dragon was the first game in the series, and it had some major problems, like weird voice acting. The final boss was easy, and the story was literally breaking the fourth wall itself. But good sides to it was the art style and gameplay. That would be a staple in the franchise until Chrome ruined it, but we'll get to that later. The combat was ramming, fire breathing, and head dive. The story is set around Spyro, obviously, saving the dragon realms from a big green king named Nasty Nork. Throughout the game, you save the other dragons who are trapped in the stone. Overall, it is a fun time to play despite its problems. Now, Spyro 2, Ripto's Rage, the sequel, which is much better improved in everything: the graphics, the gameplay, the story, the level design, and companion characters. Oh, and the boss battles too. The looks stayed the same, but it feels improved from the original since there are more characters that actually flush out what the developers Insomniac were going for. The story tells of how Spyro wanted a vacation after beating up Nasty Nork. He goes through a portal to go to his vacation, I forgot the name of it, and ends up in a different world called Avalar, filled with essentially everything that isn't dragons that you'd expect in a fantasy game. Spyro has to stop an evil wizard from taking over the world. The game is solid with its new approach to level design and tighter control. Not only that, but they added new characters in the series that'll be in later installments. Hunter the egotistical idiot, the intelligent scientist, and the lovable but selfish moneybags. A great game in the end with its fun but difficult final boss. Now we have the final installment in Gen 1. We have Spyro 3 Year of the Dragon. This game improves absolutely everything and more. It adds more characters to play as, like Bentley, Sergeant Bird, and others. More levels, more bosses, and I mean there are a lot of bosses in this game for a PlayStation 1 game. It is a great conclusion to this awesome series. Until then, Gen 2 happened. There's only one game in this generation, so most people don't consider it that, but I do. It's not bad, but I don't intend on replaying it anytime soon. I'm talking about Spyro: A Hero's Tale. The game just simply tries to do too much. The basic gameplay elements, just they're downsized from the original game. I don't even understand that. It's a PlayStation 2 game. Shouldn't it be better? But apparently not. The developers weren't thinking right. The combat did introduce more than just fire. It added water, lightning, and ice. And it had some pretty cool puzzles after that. But that's about it. That's all it added. That's it. There was only 4 boss fights in this game. One of them was Nasty Nork, which I do like that they tried to bring him back. And he isn't as easy now, and I do like his new character design, but that's just not enough. He's still kind of easy because he was the first boss. The second boss is somewhat just random. It's some evil mermaid thing. She isn't even very fun to fight either. She's actually just annoying. Then there's Red, the main villain, who is easy. And this isn't the final boss against him. The final boss is Red, except he's turned into a robot. Yeah, weird, isn't it? Especially in a fantasy game. Overall, I didn't like it. If I would like to play a new game, if I wanted to play a Spyro game, I would go back to Year of the Dragon again. Now for Spyro's latest generation. The worst one ever. I absolutely hate this crap trilogy. It's horrible. They changed it into a mindless beat 'em up for no reason. Not only that, but the story sucks. I don't know why they changed it from what Insomniac thought it was, but here, this is Insomniac's version of Spyro. A little purple dragon chasing and setting enemies on fire. Here's Chrome's. Spyro's a special breed of dragon, and he is destined to defeat the Dark Master, who is for some reason also a purple dragon. They never explain why. And you have the help of who? Sparks? Sergeant Bird? Bentley? Agent 9? No. You get Cinder, an uninteresting and lame love interest. Didn't the game say they're family? That's kind of gross, Spyro. Not only that, but the real reason this trilogy sucks is because of the crap ending to the third game. The final battle is seriously just forgettable, and even though you beat the Dark Master, the world is still going to be destroyed. I'd love for somebody to explain that to me. Why? So Spyro kills himself to save everyone. And right as this happens, Cinder says, I love you. I just wanted to say that would have been good, a good 6 hours ago, but no. That's how it ends. Spyro and Cinder are dead. And if I was Spyro, I'd say, screw that, this world sucks anyway. I don't want to be around here. Posers. That's all I have to say about Spyro. Don't get me wrong. I love the series, just I'm praying to God Insomniac takes it back. Now, thanks for watching, and be on the lookout for episode 3. We're talking about Crash.